wasn't going to get anything more out of Jimmy for a while. A model unicorn had been made out of plasticine. There was a strange smell of almonds. I realized what the unicorn was made out of. Plastic explosive. It was a rubber fish. The gas that had been flowing through the pipes was clearly powering the furnace. The crazy drunk had mentioned the Hellfire Club, and I could just see a ladder behind the flames. It was some sort of fuse box or switchboard. The box was corroded and wouldn't open. It was a heavy-duty throw switch. The gas pipe looked like it fed the furnace below. It was covered in warnings, highly explosive. It was controlled by a rusty-looking valve. The wheel was long since broken. I couldn't turn the valve off this way. The valve controlled the flow of gas to the furnace below. The old sign was an anchor held by a hastily fastened cable. It had seen better days. A badly tied cable held the anchor sign to a support beam. The pipe had been cracked by the falling anchor. Gas was leaking out. The sign was no longer a hazard, but the gas sure was. The pipe had been cracked by the falling anchor. Gas was leaking out. The light fitting had been ripped from the wall, and the bulb smashed. It was a heavy-duty throw switch. The light fitting had been ripped from the wall, and the bulb smashed. Bad idea. The C4 just blew up. The gas pipe had been blown off the wall. Flames had died down, but the smell of burning waste still filled the air. Behind the furnace, I could now see a ladder leading up to a room. The furnace was now off. Hello? Leet?
Leet!
Huh? Hey, kid. Are you all right?
Leet! 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 Leet!
Oh, is that
What?
a Shree Shreepman Port.
Let me guess. Leet?
Leet!
Yeah. Hold your bilby, Poppy. Grown-ups are talking. Now, you. Why are you pretending to be Graham Grundy?
How do you know that?
My system flags every U-chip that walks through that door. And you are not Graham.
Correct.
Is he dead?
Yes.
Did you kill him?
No. I just borrowed his ID.
I see. Okie dokie then. Start talking.
Okay, so what's your connection to Graham Grundy?
Graham? Oh, he was just an acquaintance. How do you know about me and him anyway?
Graham's wife mentioned you by name.
She what? And I suppose she told you where to find me?
No, that bit was easy. I just used the tracker.
Whoa! A tracker?
Yes, a toy tracker. In that bilby.
Bilby!
Songbird's bilby had somehow ended up in the young girl's hands.
Oh, Graham! You amateur!
Sounds like he was more than just an acquaintance.
All right, I did know him. I'm the genius who put the masked demon and the data blocker on his ID. I took in the girl when he brought her to me when I knew I shouldn't have. Her name's Poppy. She's a Gaplander. Bilby toy tracker. Stupid, soft-hearted, stupid Graham.
You said you put a data blocker on Graham's ID.
Yes, but a fat lot of good it does when you tell everybody about me. Hey, Graham?
Why did Graham want his own data blocked?
Hell if I know. I run a tech service, not a chat show. He wanted two things from me. First was something to hide his own data from. Prying eyes.
And the second thing?
A way out of the city. Just for a day. Being an absolute bleeding genius, I manage both. Hence the masked demon.
Okay, so if I want to find out what's going on here, I need to get rid of Graham's data blocker, yes?
Yes.
Can you remove it?
Yes. But no. Graham's little disappearing act has totally messed with my mojo. Whole new level of security has been added to the MINOS gateway. I can't get in without my masked demon triggering every damn security protocol ever invented. Can't get rid of my masked demon without getting in. Basically, I'm saying MINOS is out and it's a link space thing. You wouldn't understand.
You remember link space?
Yes, finally! I was beginning to think I was the only one in this city with a brain. That said, you may be the only one in the city with a Shreepman Port. Which means, oh ho ho! Today might turn out to be a good day after all. Let me show you something. Follow me.
Is that a link chair?
It absolutely is.
And I suppose you want me to sit in it.
You've got a problem with your ID. I've got a problem with mine. The solution to both our problems lies in MINOS. But thanks to Graham's selfish inability to not die, I can't access the system.
So how do we get in?
Via link space. There's a back door into MINOS. Now, I'm the only man in this city with a functioning link space chair. And today, the only man in the world with a functioning Shreepman Port walks through my back door. I need you to do this. You need you to do this. Poppy needs you to do this. The universe needs you to do this.
The data blocker on Graham's account was stopping me finding out more about him. It sounded like Leet really could help me get rid of it. I needed to do what he said. I could see a few errors in Leet's calculations, but I doubted he'd appreciate me telling him. So you need me to reach Minos through link space?
Correct. Ready to strap in?
I've got a few more questions.
Oh, come on, man. Leet wants his Minos back.
How does this Shriepman port work again?
I told you. It interfaces the network directly with your brain. You'll manifest inside the system with some form of avatar, and then...
Then?
You'll figure it out. Now, let's fire this thing up. I'm excited to see if it still works. Ready?
I'm looking for a boy called Milo. He was kidnapped 2 nights ago. I tracked him here, to Union City.
Hey, Poppy! You know a boy called Milo?
Bilby!
Not Bilby. Milo! Ah, forget it.
You really don't know any more about her?
Hey, I'm just the babysitter.
Actually, I'm good to go. What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, buddy, you'd be surprised.
Leet?
Relax. You've done this before, right?
A long time ago.
Hey, it's like riding a bike. First thing you gotta do, make your way through link space to the Minos portal.
Is it easy to find?
Maybe, maybe not. But link space should be completely empty these days.
Minos portal. Then what?
Find your way to the ID data center. Bring up the accounts of Graham Grundy and Elliot Richardson.
Whoa. Who's Elliot Richardson?
Duh. Elliot. Leet.
Gotcha. What's next?
Eliminate the masked demons and the data blockers on both our accounts. Piece of pie. Easy as cake. Got it?
Get to Minos, then clear your software from our accounts. It's really that simple?
Uh-huh. You'll figure it out. You seem like a bright spark. Now, let's fire this baby up. Can't wait to see if she still works, hey?
Whoa, still works. What are you...
Okay, hold on to your brain.
How am I supposed to...
I meant figuratively.
It seemed that link space wasn't going to be the easy route Leet thought it was. The system had been abandoned, but they'd had the wherewithal to leave a firewall. I had to find a way through.
Omnigaffer repairs firewall damage to network structure. Download complete.
An encrypted data store.
Extinguisher temporarily overrides firewall programs for access to mainframe. Download complete.
Seemed like just the thing to deal with the firewall. The firewall program kept unwanted traffic from progressing to Minos.
Relaxing security protocols.
The program did the trick,
Override shutdown. Virus detected.
or so I thought. The data was fragmented. Something told me I was being watched. data was fragmented.
Blindfold, counter-intrusion countermeasure. The author does not accept liability for brain damage.
The blind program was a short-lived but powerful tool for sneaking through security. The virus was slowly chewing through the data in the area. With the eye blinded, I didn't need to worry about it frying my brain.
Quick Decrypt, a decryption routine for all standard UCSI-coded files. Download complete.
I wasn't sure what I'd use it for, but I didn't want to leave it behind.
Divine Wrath will destroy instances of the Helix virus. Warning, data will be unrecoverable. Download complete.
The Helix virus sounded familiar for some reason. I almost felt sorry for the poor thing. Almost. With the virus expunged from link space, I hoped I'd be able to get into MINOS. An encrypted data store. The decryption program seemed to do the trick. The data had downloaded, probably via my port to Leet's terminal. I'd already downloaded the data.
Relaxing security protocols. Firewall shutdown complete.
The firewall was down. I could access MINOS.
Accessing archived data.
There appeared to be a recording on the data I'd picked up.
Error. Unknown biological agent in core. Intruder detected. Overman chamber. Biomatrix replacement confirmed. Error, error, error. Deleting file, overman.brain. Deleting file, link control.brain. Upload file, joey.awesome.
Link was going to replace my father's dying brain with mine. If Joey hadn't sat in that chair, it would have gotten me too.
Converting to MINOS data. Please wait. Compatible program found. Retro Fashion Boutique. Order submitted. Accessing archive data.
There appeared to be a recording on the data I'd picked up.
Error. Unknown biological agent in core. Intruder detected. Overman chamber. Biomatrix replacement confirmed. Error, error, error. Deleting file, overman.brain. Deleting file, link control.brain. Upload file, joey.awesome.
Link was going to replace my father's dying brain with mine. If Joey hadn't sat in that chair, it would have gotten me too.
Converting to MINOS data. Please wait. Compatible program found. Retro Fashion Boutique. Order submitted.
Hello?
Good evening. I am the Greeter AI system in charge of this MINOS channel. How can I help you today?
I'm looking for the ID data center. Am I in the right place?
Indeed you are. Citizen identification is under my jurisdiction. Are you having an issue with ID privileges?
Can you access some specific citizens? I need to check out the programs running on their IDs.
That's easily done. Who would you like to check?
Check Graham Grundy and Elliot Richardson.
Retrieving.
Excellent. Can we delete the programs that are running here?
No problem at all. That will of course require administrator approval. Would you like one summoned?
No, that's okay.
Administrator cancelled.
But I can move programs between users.
That's right. Ancillary AI systems like yourself do have move access, but no delete or create commands.
That gives me something to work with at least. Thanks, Greta.
Happy to help.
My avatar was overloaded with the program data. I doubted the smaller ones could support the larger. I needed to arrange them in size order. I doubted the smaller ones could support the larger. I needed to arrange them in size order. Greta, you got a minute?
How can I help you?
So, what am I looking at here?
The ID data center is responsible for storing all information on UChip ID usage. Programs attached to an individual's ID can be modified and moved around. But creation and deletion of those is outside the scope of my AI.
Bye.
Keep up the good work.
I'd removed all the programs running on Leets and my own ID. Command, save changes.
Changes saved. Beginning propagation to external servers.
So you're saying Agio City isn't real?
No, no, no. It's real, all right. But all the adverts and tourist boards, a total lie. It's being plundered by the council, like a piñata at a kid's party.
Hey, look who's waking up.
Joey?
Check out my new threads.
But... how?
This weird guy fixed me.
Yeah, I went through your bag while you were asleep. Found my old cleaver in there as well. Thank you. But never mind that. I was monitoring your progress while you were in there. Looks like you've nailed both our data problems.
So my ID should be cleared then?
Your ID. My access to MINOS. Result.
I thought you said link space was empty. It had a major virus.
The Helix virus? That's still going? Glad I didn't have to deal with that.
Late!
1 second, Poppy.
Hey, where's her Bilby?
Shh. I got the Bilby away from her while you were in link space. Managed to slip it into your purse without her noticing. Dump it in the incinerator when you leave.
It's not a purse. It's a satchel. By the way, I met your pal Jimmy. He tried to cut off my thumbs.
Sounds like Jimmy. Deep down, he means well.
I'd hate to meet him on a day he means badly. What's the story on that distillery out there?
The moonshine still? That's Jimmy's.
What's the moonshine made of?
Out-of-date spankles.
Sounds dangerous.
You're not kidding. It's practically weapons grade.
What were you and Joey talking about as I was waking up?
Foster, you should hear this guy. He's a proper nut job.
Says the droid with a god complex.
That's not a complex. I am a god. Anyway, ask him about some of his theories. They are wildly entertaining. And by entertaining, I of course mean fascinating and informative.
Okay. Theory of evolution. What is all that about? Where's the controlled experiment, right? Duh!
So my ID is now clear? No blockers?
No blockers. I hope you know what you're doing, by the way. Graham wanted his emails hidden for a reason. Of course, I can't patch his 2-week absence. But you should be fine so long as you don't meet anyone from well-being.
Does Mentor Alonso count?
Yep.
Boy, seeing all this old tech takes me back.
Haha! Still the best, isn't it? I mean, sure. Reboots are fine, but they're never a patch on the original.
Amen to that. Did I hear you say Agio City?
Don't get me started. When I found out about Agio City, that was the last straw.
What happened?
You've seen the land trains. They're coming directly from Agio City. Or what's left of it.
What do you mean?
We destroyed it. An entire metropolis converted to scrap. And the people forced into the gap.
That's terrible.
All while the people of Union City get fat off its remains. And the council call them our allies.
When I go, is Poppy going to be okay?
After what you just did in Link Space? Absolutely. Anyway, I've had enough of this city. I've been planning my exit strategy for months. Just a few hours' time, I'm heading out of this happy, happy cesspool of fake smiles, spankles, and secrets.
Late!
And I'm taking Poppy with me. Get her back to her family in the Gap.
Take her out of the city? How?
I think I figured out a way to slip a U-chip past the system. It's a little bit of genius. It's all about the kudos.
You think it'll get her through the city gates?
I'm still working on it. But if I'm right, which I always am, I'll get her anyway.
Late, late, late! Ha ha ha!
If she can shut up for 5 minutes.
Good luck, and thanks.
Same to you. By the way, you never told me your name.
Foster. Robert Foster.
Drone. Joey Drone.
I don't expect I'll see the two of you again.
Everything I'd learned from Leet made me wonder. Maybe all along, Graham was one of the good guys. At least now, with the data blocker removed from his ID, I'd be able to look deeper into his life.
Hey, Foster, where are we dropping?
Back to Graham's apartment for some good old-fashioned detective work.
Lead the way.
Graham's data was now unblocked. I hoped that would help me move forward. It was another hand scanner. These things were beginning to make me nervous. So Leet gave you a new shell?
Sure did.
And what can it do?
I don't quite know yet, but it beats hanging out at the bottom of your dusty man purse.
It's a satchel. I managed to remove a data blocker from Graham's ID.
Well done, Foster. Think you'll find out more information on Milo?
I hope so. I should start by seeing if I can access more of his personal data.
Well then, let's go.
Bye, Joey.
What? I thought I was following you.
No, I mean... never mind.
That looks
A scrapped robot that looked past its prime. Poppy? Were you kidnapped from the Gap?
Leet, leet, leet!
She was right. I was going to get more coherent answers out of Leet. Bye, Poppy.
Bye-bye!
Come on, Leet. You've got visitors.
I guess that was Leet's bed. Either that or he had a dog. And again, nobody would let a dog sleep in that.
Welcome, Citizen Graham. Where would you like to go?
Take me to my apartment.
Certainly, Citizen Graham.
Thankfully, Graham's mail access was restored. I hoped it would help me figure out more about who this guy was. Whoever unknown author was, had sent Graham an attachment for the holoplinth. There was one thing I was sure of. That was not a bonsai tree. The plinth was showing the toy's tracking data. The image being displayed on the holoplinth had changed. The HoloLens now projected fragmented data. Whoever had sent me this email attachment was trying to tell Graham something. But what?
You know how inefficient food actually is, right? If I was organic, I'd have swapped my guts for a battery pack years ago.
Developing fluid in trays. I hadn't seen gear like this since I was a child. Among the drawings were photographs. Land trains and the city walls? The blind blocked out all the light from outside.
What a poser.
Chipworth?
Hello, Master Graham.
I'd like to hear more about Songbird.
May I suggest that Sir speaks with the lady directly? Or perhaps check her social media presence. That's how Madam has traditionally spoken to you.
Why can't you tell me about myself?
Sir ordered me not to.
What if I tell you that I've changed my mind?
You told me you'd say that.
I did?
Well remembered, sir.
Outsmarted again, Foster. Us AIs have impenetrable logic loops.
Oh yeah? This sentence is false.
Are you trying to kill me?
Have a super day, Chipworth.
Serving you, sir, every day is super.
Hey, I remember these things. You always
There
want...
was an empty spot marked Bartleby Bilby.
Where's Captain Bilby? He's the best one. Tragic. Another victim of our fleshy overlords.
Hey, Songbird.
Hello, husband.
Husband?
Graham is my dear husband.
What have you gotten yourself into this time, Foster?
Just go with it, Joey. We have an arrangement.
Strictly temporary, don't ask. I see you've changed. Good idea. You looked like a Gaplander.
So you need a higher kudos to get lower?
Of course. That industrial pit up there hovers over me like a storm cloud. And this middle level is simply beneath me.
I think I understand what you mean.
But the lower level, now they are my kind of people. They've got standards that you don't see enough of round here.
I like the sound of this lower level, Foster.
I'm not sure we'd fit in down there. Your shell is too rusty.
Me? Take a look at your coat. It's filthy.
It's practical.
Oh, stop bickering, you two.
Bye, Songbird.
Yeah, bye.
The climate controls looked complicated, except for the big switch marked Windows.
Hey, don't touch that! I will not have any industrial runoff coming into my house, thank you very much.
She's quite the charmer. I can see why you married her.
Excuse me, please.